side is mod a square plus mod b square. See, a into a mod a square, a into b a dot. See, I'll start doing this dot. Check this dot. A dot with a. So I get a dot a. Then I get a dot with b plus a dot b plus then b dot with a and then b dot with b. Okay. What is a dot a? A dot a is nothing but mod a square, because what is the angle between a and a? 0. So what is a dot a? Mod a into cos 0. Nobody's understanding. Everybody is looking with blank eyes. Okay, see, I'll explain again. Listen. Everybody listen. This is one vector. This is another vector. These two vectors are mutually perpendicular. This is the hypotenuse. I am joining the midpoint of hypotenuse to the third vertex. Clear? Till this, everybody is clear. Question says that give it names. This is O. This is A. This is B. Midpoint, I am calling it with the name G. So question says that prove OG equal to modulus, means length of OG equal to length of AG equal to length of GB. That's what the question says. Means if this is vector A, this is vector B, and OAB is a right angle triangle, prove that the line joining the midpoint of the hypotenuse to the third vertex is of half the length than hypotenuse. Means, see, this is the midpoint of hypotenuse. So the half of AB is what? This point G. So I get AG equal to GB. Are you understanding this? AG equal to GB, correct? If I join G with O, then prove that OG is of same length that AG equal to GB. This is the proof I want to do. Now is it clear? Okay. Now, what is OG? OG is modulus of A plus B by 2, correct? What is AG? AG value is B minus A by 2. Do you agree till here? I have to prove this equal to this. That's what my proof is. Are you fine with this? Shall I move ahead? Chalo. Now see, Mummy, I need to prove that A plus B mod A plus B by 2 equal to mod of B minus A by 2. That is what I have to prove. All right. So let me get rid of these two. This is scalar multiple. So that means I need to prove that A plus B mod of A plus B equal to mod of A minus B. Sorry, B minus A. Here I get B minus A. So let's start this. See, now when we have to prove a statement like this, I'm going to use one formula that vector x dot vector x equal to mod x square. This is a formula. You can see this formula is very simple. X dot s is what? Mod x into cos 0. Any vector, what angle with the vector make with itself? For me, there is any vector. What angle will it make with itself? 0, na? Clear for me. So x dot x is what? Mod x into cos of 0. That is mod x square. So I have to prove mod of a plus b equal to mod of b minus a. So what I will do, I'll just square the two so that I can write their dots. So a plus b, mod a plus b square, I will write as a plus b dot a plus b. Tell me if you understand this step. Mod of a vector square is the dot product of the vector with itself. So I get this a plus mod a plus b square equal to a plus b dot a plus b. Yes, no? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Now, so I got this from the left side as a plus b dot a plus b. Let us do this dot and see what it comes. So I will do the dot of a with a. I will do the dot. See first a dot with a. So I get, what is the dot product of a with a? Mod a square. Correct? Now next, what is the dot of a with b? I get a dot b. Plus next, what is the dot of b with a? I get b dot a. What is the dot of b with b? I get mod b square. Correct? Now let us do the right side dot. This, that is b minus a dot b minus a. Let's do this. B dot b mod b square. What is b? What is b dot minus a? Minus b dot a. Got it? Then the next term, minus a dot with b. So this is minus a dot b. And next I get minus a dot minus a. What is that? Plus mod a square. Is this okay? All right. Now see, the left hand side is mod a square plus mod b square. Left hand side, you see, left hand side is mod a square plus mod b square plus 2a dot b. Check it. See, a dot b and b dot a is same. A dot b equal to b dot a. No problem. So this is a dot b and this is b dot a. So both of them are same. So I get mod a square plus mod b square plus 2a dot b. What is the right hand side? Right hand side is mod a square plus mod b square. And this is minus a dot b and minus a dot b. So I get minus 2a dot b. Is this clear? Let us see what all get cancelled. Mod a square has got cancelled, mod b square got cancelled. Take this on the left. So I get 4a dot b equal to 0. Which means nothing but a dot b equal to 0. And don't you think this is correct? Is this correct? Correct, this is already correct, Miyuchi. Why? Because what have you said? You have said OAB is what? Right angled triangle. OAB is right angled triangle. If OAB is right angled triangles means this is vector A, this is vector B. So clearly a dot B is 0. Do you agree? Oh, time has went over. I understand some of you may not have understood everything in this problem. I'll once again start this problem tomorrow, and I'll do this problem also by geometry. Okay, by the normal circle theorems, you know. Actually, if you draw a circle over here, you know, then a circle subtends 90 degrees at its circumference. You know this? Okay. So this becomes the diameter of the circle, and this is any point where it will subtend 90 degrees. So if you join that point to the center of this, it will be radius. So this is the radius, this is the radius, this is the radius. I'll do this tomorrow. Here, from today's class, I want you to understand that what is the value of a dot b. Everybody should understand what's the value of a dot b. We'll do more problems tomorrow till it will become clear. Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Please
Yes,
try to
sir.
go through this proof. So shall we end the class?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. This is vector B, and I had joined this over here. Okay, this third vector, it was coming a plus b by 2. Am I correct? This is vector A, this vector B. This vector was coming as a plus b by 2. Are we all clear with this? This vector is A, this vector was B. This full vector AC vector B, AB vector was B minus A, OG vector was A plus B by 2. Is that clear? Okay. Now, so we had to prove that A plus B by 2 vector dot B minus A, this dot now should come 0 actually. This dot should come 0. Let's do this dot. So I will start doing the dot one by one. See, do the dot of A with this. So I get A dot B, first thing, minus A dot A, then do dot with B, plus B dot B, and lastly minus A dot B. See, one more thing. You know that this is a right angle triangle. So I have one relationship that, see, OA square plus OB square equal to AB square. Am I correct? What is OA? Mod A square. What is OB? Mod B square. And what is AB? B minus A, na? Understanding? Mommy, this is B minus A. Okay. So actually B minus A square. The square of a vector actually is the dot of the vector with itself. Because see, AB square is nothing but AB dot AB. What is AB dot AB? See from here. See, if I have a vector A, then what is the dot of the vector A with itself? That is mod A into cos 0. That is nothing but mod A square. Are you understanding? Yes. So see what it gives me. It gives me mod A square plus mod B square equal to right side mod B square plus mod A square minus 2A dot B. See, A plus B minus A by 2 is how much? A plus B by 2, na? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So OG equal to A plus B by 2. Now he's saying prove that OG and AB are perpendicular. So he's saying prove A plus B by 2 is perpendicular to A minus B. Let's try to prove. If these two are perpendicular, no. If this is perpendicular to this, that means their dot product should be what?
0.
Zero. Their dot product should be 0. Okay. So let us do that. Sure. Wait, once then I'll remove all these windows. Yeah. So here we got space. I'm writing here, okay? So I have to prove that A plus B by 2 is perpendicular to A minus B. I know if they are perpendicular, their dot product should be 0. So A plus B upon 2 dot A minus B should be 0. Let us try to find this dot. You see, all these scalars will not may have any effect. We simply multiply them. So this half I will write outside. So I'll get from here A plus B dot A minus B. Let us take this dot. Full dot I will take. Now see how I get this. See, vector A into dot. So first term I get is A dot A. Correct? Then I get minus A dot B. Okay. Plus I get B dot A. It says prove that the line joining midpoint of hypotenuse to the right vertex is perpendicular to the hypotenuse. Okay, we will use vectors to prove this. Let me explain this problem. All of you try to understand this problem. वो बोल रहा है that it is saying that ABC is a right angle triangle for me. Okay, so we not ABC. I will take O. I will take this A and I will take this B. He says OAB is a right angled triangle, right angled at O. So what is the hypotenuse? AB. Okay. He's saying the midpoint of AB, join it with the opposite vertex, this right vertex. He says, इसका कुछ नाम दो, give it some name. I will give it G. Okay. So he says prove OG is perpendicular to AB given angle O equal to 90 and AG equal to GB. Do you understand this much? AOB 90 degree. AOB is 90 degree. OG, I have to prove OG is perpendicular. I have to prove that this angle is 90. Okay, so I have to prove OG is 90 to AB, given G is the midpoint of what?
Hypotenuse.
G is the midpoint of
Hypotenuse.
all right. Now see, this is the vector A. OA is the vector. I am taking OA vector as A vector. I am taking OB vector as B vector. Are you clear? Now see one thing. Vector A plus AB vector equal to vector B from triangle law. See, A plus AB equal to B. यही तो triangle law था ना? This was only triangle law ना? If two sides of a triangle can be represented by vectors taken in order, then the third side represent their sum. So this vector plus this vector, what is the sum of these two vectors? Join the tail to the head of the final, correct? Yes, no? Arey baba, OA vector plus AB vector. Okay, what is this window? Yeah. Now see, if lambda plus see, if lambda I plus 2j plus k is collinear to lambda I minus lambda j plus k, then take it A, take it B. As per our theorem, A should be represented as a scalar multiple of B. Correct? A should be represented means A should be some scalar into B. So if lambda I plus 2j plus k equal to beta times lambda I minus lambda j plus k, that we now compare lambda I equal to beta lambda I, this equal to this, okay, 2j. So 2, you see 2j is what, minus lambda beta, ठीक है, beta into minus lambda, and third one is what, what the hell is this window? Third one is what, k equal to beta into k. So can you not see the first equation is giving you beta equal to 1, last equation is giving you beta equal to 1, but second is not satisfying it. In the second, what are we getting? We are getting 2 equal to minus do you understand this? See, there is no scalar multiple, there is no scalar multiple which can satisfy this. If there is a scalar multiple, that scalar multiple is clearly 1, no. Why? Because you see here it is k and here it is k. So beta is what? 1. Okay. If actually lambda equal to minus 2, then it can come out. If lambda equal to minus 2, I think then it will work. If lambda equal to minus 2, then first equation will be minus 2, 2, 1. And second equation will be minus 2, 2, 1. Yeah. There is one value of lambda. So if lambda equal to minus 2, then they can be collinear. And that is working. You see, lambda equal to beta lambda. I have got one equation, lambda equal to beta lambda. Second equation, I get 2 equal to minus beta lambda. And third, I get 1 equal to beta. So third equation gives me beta equal to 1. Put beta equal to 1 over here. You get lambda equal to lambda, no problem. And second equation is giving you 2 equal to minus lambda. So that gives you lambda equal to minus 2. Yeah. So lambda equal to minus 2 is a valid equation. Is that point clear? I think some of you have got confused. I think I should take another example, then only it will become clear. I'll stop sharing the screen for 1 second. I don't know, there is some window popping on my screen which says remove it from here. So I'll just stop sharing for 1 second and reshare it. Okay. Yeah, now it is gone. Let me take another example. Question. A and B are collinear. If A and B are collinear, I will solve it in 2 ways. Now you see. Okay. First method, you see, which I have just now done. If A and B are collinear, then A should be represented as lambda times B. Correct? Yes. If A and B are collinear, then the A can be represented as the scalar multiple of B, na? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I get now, you see, yes. I can even say B is represented as scalar multiple of A. Don't think that, sir, why A only equal to lambda B? Why can't B equal? anything you can take. Okay, here lambda will be some other number, here lambda will be some other number, that's all. Do you understand this, what I've done? इसको lambda 1, इसको lambda dash ले लो. Okay, so basically if A is collinear to B, then B is also collinear to A, na? All right, I will solve it now. You see, I am saying I am taking B equal to lambda times A. Let's take B. So 4i plus 4j plus, oh, this is also lambda. I will take it something else. Let me take it some other, otherwise here there will be 2 lambdas. No, we can't have 2 lambdas. We'll take it some other name. I will take it beta. Okay, so 4i plus 4j plus lambda k equal to beta times, what is A? I plus j plus k. Now if this vector is equal to this vector, if these two vectors are same, then all their ijk should be same. So I should get 4 equal to beta. From here also I get 4 equal to beta, and from third I get lambda equal to beta. So what is lambda? 4. That means what is this vector? What is the value of lambda? So lambda equal to 4. Okay, now so see what we have proven, that I plus j plus k is parallel or collinear, okay, to 4i plus 4j plus 4k. Do you understand this? Yes? Yes? Anybody has got any doubt? Let's take our next question. Question is, if lambda I plus 2j plus k, this is vector A, is perpendicular to lambda I minus lambda j plus k, and find the value of lambda. This is the question. Solution. Now I am solving, listen. Here it is given that A and B are perpendicular. They are perpendicular. If two vectors are perpendicular, so A dot B equal to 0, na? I have just now done. Yes. If two vectors are perpendicular, then their dot product is 0. Okay. So now A dot B are perpendicular. So that means A dot B equal to 0. So let us find their dot product. What is the dot of this? First vector is lambda 2 1. Lambda 2 1. The second vector is lambda minus lambda and 1. If there are two dots, if their dot is 0 means what? Lambda into lambda, lambda square plus 2 into minus lambda plus 1 into 1. Okay, this is 0. So I get lambda square minus 2 lambda plus 1 equal to 0, and that is lambda minus 1 whole square. Do you understand?
Yes,
So
sir.
lambda equal to 1. Vector B are collinear. Vector A I'm writing with brown. All right, this is vector A. Okay, and vector B I'm taking with pink. This is vector B. Then B is some multiple of A. This is what is the meaning of this. Means, actually, see what is different between A and B. Only length are different. Direction is same. Correct, Anna? Only the length is different in A and B. That the direction is same. So, see, vector A divided by modulus of A. Okay, this is what? This is a unit vector in direction of A. Similarly, B upon mod B is a unit vector in direction of B. Okay, so can I say, now see what I'm going to make it a one theorem. Now see, this is a unit vector in the direction of A. Okay, this is a unit vector in what direction? A ka direction. This is a unit vector in the direction of B, but the direction of A and B is same. Same. Why are they same? Because they are collinear. Understand? They are collinear, na? है ना? Okay, now they are collinear. So vector A upon A equal to vector B upon B. So can I not say vector A equal to mod A upon mod B into B? And what is mod A upon mod B? This is some scalar. If both are in same direction, A is in this direction, B is also in this direction, collinear this way. This is called parallel. If A is in this direction, B is in opposite direction, they are called anti-parallel. So if the vectors are collinear, they can be parallel or anti-parallel, means in same direction or exactly opposite direction. So if they are in same direction, their unit vectors will be same. So I will say mod A upon mod A equal to B upon mod B. If they are in opposite direction, then A upon mod A equal to minus B upon mod B. So if the vectors are collinear, that means either one of them will be true. So I will get A equal to some scalar into B. Do you understand this? Are you clear? Clear? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Dekho, see, cos, this is how cos goes. Cos is positive over here and positive over here. It is negative over here and negative over here. Okay, so if this is the first vector, if the second vector is having acute angle, theta is less than 90, cos will be positive. If theta is greater than 90, cos will be negative. Okay, that comes to a point that what if theta is 90? If A dot B equal to 0, that's a new question. First tell me, are you clear with this? cos theta equal to a dot b upon mod a mod b, and if cos theta is less than 0, vectors are acute or obtuse. Cos theta is greater than 0, vectors are acute. Okay, let's come to the next point. Question: if a dot b equal to 0 for two non-zero vectors, a and b, then vectors are mutually perpendicular. Dot product cannot be 0. Maybe one vector is 0 or D, none of the above. Tell me which one is correct. So much time. Mummy, read the statement. If a dot b is given as 0 for two, kaisa vector hai be? Which type of vector? What is he saying? Yeah, answer A, Hemant Kumar. Okay. What type of vector is he telling? Huh? Are bolo na. Sivganesh. Empty type of vectors is there. Inna vectors. What type of vectors?
Non-zero.
Non-zero. So he's saying that idiot is telling that it is non-zero. He's only saying that it is non-zero. Then how can option C be correct? C cannot be correct. Correct? That fellow only said, nah, there are two non-zero vectors. So non-zero vectors means maybe one vector is 0. Means what? Means what? He is loser. Can't be there. Okay. One cannot be 0. Okay. Second, dot product cannot be 0. If dot product cannot be 0, why are you saying A dot B equal to 0? Correct. This option is also wasted. And see, if vectors are mutually perpendicular. Now see, if there are two non-zero vectors, see the dot product. A dot B equal to mod A mod B cos theta. Now he is saying non-zero. Understand? He says non-zero vector. What is the meaning of non-zero vector? Meaning of non-zero vectors means vector whose length is non-zero. Okay, non-zero length means what? Means it will have some length. If it is not 0, means it has some length. Correct. So non-zero vector simply means vectors with finite length. Means mod A is not equal to 0. That is the meaning of non-zero vectors. Non-zero. Okay, is that clear to everyone? Non-zero. What is mod A is non-zero and mod B is also what? Kya? This is also a non-zero. Non-zero. This is given in the problem. But he's saying A dot B is zero, means mod A mod B cos theta is zero, but A is not zero and B is not zero. So then what is zero? Implies cos theta equal to zero. If cos theta equal to zero means what? Theta equal to 90 degree. Cos is zero only at 90. Understand? Sine is zero at two angles. Sine equal to zero. Sin theta equal to zero. इसका meaning है theta equal to zero और theta equal to 180 degree. Okay. But if I say cos theta equal to zero, it means theta equal to 90. This cos is zero only at one point. If I'm saying some wrong Tamil words, please forgive me. Okay, fine. So are we clear now? If A dot B equal to zero for two non-zero vectors means vectors are mutually perpendicular. All right. We'll now actually see using vectors we can do a lot of geometry problems. Okay, next. Are you clear with this? Then I'll rub it and move forward. Clear? Okay. Let's do something like collinear vectors. I into mod I into cos 0, because the angle which I vector will make with I vector is 0. Okay. See, the vector with itself will make what angle? 0, na? I mean, there is this vector I, and there's this vector 2i. Both are in same direction. What is the angle between the two? 0. Is that clear to everyone? All right for me. Now, so I dot I is mod I into mod I into cos 0. Mod I into cos 0. Now, what is mod I? Means modulus. Modulus means length. What is the length of I vector? I told you in the last class, I is a unit vector. Remember? I is a unit vector. What is the meaning of unit vector? Means it has got one unit length. One unit length. Okay, so this is 1. This is 1. And cos 0. What is cos 0? Cos 0 is also 1. So I dot I equal to 1. Now let us look at I dot j. I dot j is 1 into cos 90. You see, the vector I is along x-axis, vector j is along y-axis. So what is the angle between the two? What is the angle between these two?
90 degree.
90? Clear, no? All right. So the angle between I dot j is 90. So I get over here I dot j value equal to 0. All right. So you see this second term over here. This second term a1 b2 I dot j. This is going to be 0. And what is the value of I dot k? I dot k value using always once again will be the this is the k over here. So what is the angle between I and k? Again 90. What is the angle between j and k? 90. Are you understanding this? What is the angle between x-axis and y-axis?
90 degree.
90 degree. What is the angle between y-axis and z-axis?
90 degree.
Thank you. What is the angle between x-axis and z-axis?
90 degree.
90 degrees. Okay. So all these angles are 90 degree. सारे एंगल कितने हैं? All these angles, these all angles, एला angle है 90 degree. Okay. So I dot I is 1, I dot j is 0, I dot k is 0. Remember, similarly, what do you think is the value for j dot k? Tell me what will j dot k be?
0.
0. Correct? Is that clear? Yes, yes, no, no.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So j dot k is 0. Similarly, what is now see. So we will have actually same dot will give you 1, any other dot will give you 0. So if you have I, j and k, I dot j is 0, j dot k 0, k dot I 0, all 0. I dot I is what? 1. J dot j is what? 1. K dot k is what? 1. Are you clear? Clear. So you see what all will you get? This I will have a dot only with this I, remaining all will give 0. J will have dot only with this, remaining all will be 0. And K will have dot only with this, remaining will be 0. So I'll have A1 B1 plus A2 B2 plus A3 B3. Do you agree? Yes. I'll take some more examples, it will become more clear. Let's say vector A is given to me as 3i plus j plus k, and vector B is given to me as 5i minus j plus 2k. Just assume I have taken some random values. I'm going to do dot. So I will do A dot B. When I do A dot B, you see, I will do the dot of this with all the components. See, I'll do 3i dot with this, and with this. All the three I will do the dot. If you do the dot of 3i with 5i, I'll get 3 into 5i dot I. Plus next term is 3 into minus 1 I dot j. 3 into minus 1 I dot j. And what is I dot j? 0. Clear? So similarly, dot of this with the third is what? 0. Then I come with j. So with j dot, I'll get 1 dot, 1 into 5 j dot I. What is this? 0. Then next I will get j dot minus j. That is going to give me a value. 1 into minus 1 j dot j. That is going to give you 1. Okay, plus now j dot k is also 0. Then I'll come with k. So k dot I 0 plus k dot minus j 0 and plus k dot k is going to give me 1. So 2 into 1 k dot k. Clear? So you see you are left with this term, you're left with this term, and you're left with this term. All right, so we'll get 3 into 5 plus 1 into minus 1 plus 1 into 2. So dot product comes as 15 minus 1 plus 2, and that is 14 plus 2, 16. Is that point clear? Yes? Any doubt, please ask me. Come on, come on, come on. Ask some doubts if you have some doubts. Netra Devi, Shiva Ganesh, Kavita, Priya Varsha, Mangai, Vidyashri, Kanimui, Divya Lakshmi, Vishnu Shankar, Vishwarjun, Shri Haran, Surya. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Now, so finally we got all this. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Hemant, have you done? Polygon
Yes,
method.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So quickly add two vectors. If I add the two vectors, what vector will I get? Come on.
8i plus 3j minus 2k
We're going to get 8i
plus 3j.
plus 3j minus 2k. Correct?
Yes,
Correct?
sir.
Hmm? Ah. Chalo, very good. Vishnu Shankar, is it clear? Adding two vectors, you are clear?
Yes, sir.
Adding, subtracting. Suppose I have to find a minus b, then what am I going to do? It will be 2i minus 6i plus 3j minus 2k. Are you clear? That is minus 4i plus 3j minus 2k. So I think everybody is clear in how to add and subtract vectors represented in IJK. Is that clear, everybody? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For me. Now we're going to do scalar product. Understand what happens in scalar product. See, in scalar product, this is scalar product of two vectors. Okay. Scalar product of two vectors. It's also called dot product. Okay. Let me check the definition of this. If we have two vectors A and B, then the dot product of the vectors is defined by A, actually it is mod A, sorry. Okay. Cos theta, where theta is the included angle between them. So for example, this is a vector A. All right. Okay. This is a vector A. This is a vector B. Okay. And they are inclined to each other at an angle theta. You can take theta even this, or you can take theta even that. Both of them will give you correct answers. But we always take the included angle, the inner angle. Okay. So we take this angle, the inner angle between them, and dot product is defined as A dot B. Okay, because there is a dot over here, so we say this is dot product equal to mod A mod B cos theta. It's defined as mod A mod B cos theta. Now let us look into which mod. This is vector A. Let's say this is the vector A. Okay, so the length of this vector is mod A. Are you clear? This mod, this mod actually is the length of the vector. Okay. So if vector is defined in ijk. Okay, let us say a equal to a1i plus a2j plus a3k, and b equal to b1i plus b2j plus b3k. Then mod a is under root a1 square plus a2 square plus a3 square, and similarly mod b equal to under root b1 square plus b2 square plus b3 square. Okay, so this is the formula. Also, a dot b is defined as a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c. Okay, I want you to note down this. Okay, normally I don't ask you note down anything. Note down this because I want you to remember this. Okay, we'll be using it many times. So let us say there are two vectors given to me. Vector A is equal to, let us say, 2i plus 3j plus 4k, and let us say vector B is equal to I plus j plus k. So the A dot B vector is the A dot B vector is simply 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1 plus 4 into 1. Notice over here the coefficients are 2, 3, 4. Here it is 1, 1, 1. So I just do 2 into this, 3 into this, 4 into this. Okay, so I get 2 plus 3 plus 4. What does it give me? 2, 3, 5 plus 4, 9. Okay. Please check very clearly. This is scalar product. Okay. This is a scalar product. Means outcome is what? Scalar. कैसा होता है इसका outcome? How is the outcome? What type of outcome comes? Vector or scalar? Scalar.
Scalar.
The outcome of this is scalar. So for me, if two vectors are given to me, 2i plus 3j plus 4k and I plus j plus k, then the dot product is given as 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1 plus 4 into 1. That is 2 plus 3 plus 4. Okay, so that is 9. This is the value of the scalar product. Are you understanding? Okay, all right. Now this is for the ijk vectors. If vectors are defined in ijk, then this is the product. For any vector, it is mod a mod b cos theta. Now I'll show it to you how for the ijk vectors the dot product comes as a1 a2 b1 b2 c1 c2. Okay, we'll do that derivation. Now we're going to do that derivation. First of all, you have noted down this formula mod a mod b cos theta. Okay, see, I'm rubbing this. See, for any two vectors, the dot product was defined as mod A, mod B cos theta. Here theta is the included angle. Now let us say first vector is A1I plus A2J plus A3K, and the second vector is B1I plus B2J plus B3K. अब आप देखो A dot B का वैल्यू क्या है. Now let's see what is the value of A dot B. So you see this is A1I plus A2J plus A3K dot B1I plus B2J plus B3K. When I do the dot of this first vector with all the three vectors, see the first term I get is A1 B1 I dot I plus the dot of this with the second vector is A1 I dot J and into B2. Okay. And plus third vector will be A1 B3 I dot K. Is everybody clear with that? Now let us look at this I dot I. Let's look at I dot I.